allies. Friends and I allies.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another quick pickups. I wasn't planning on doing the pickup so quick, but I actually bought all this stuff just right now. I found a lot of stuff out in the thrift. Pretty much just Genesis games, but and I got a cool, more valuable piece to my Nintendo collection. But first, before I get into the games, which will be very short, I wanted to show you my graded comic that I got in the mail. So when I went to Comic-Con, I had a copy of Deadpool #1 from his first series from 1997, and Ed McGuinness was going to be at Baltimore Comic-Con, so I was able to get him to sign this. So after I got him to sign it, I submitted it for grading, and it came in. And so it's Deadpool #1. Ended up being a 9.2, and it's a signature series. Yeah, and Ed McGuinness signed it right there. So yeah, now I got me Deadpool #1 graded, 9.2, signed by Ed McGuinness. This is my first signature series comic book that I have that's graded. I got this comic for $1 when I lived in California for a short time. There was this one comic book store that was kind of going out of business, and I just so happened to go in there that one day, and this was before Deadpool was really kind of popular, and I had liked Deadpool since middle school, so you know, when they were getting all their comics on clearance, I just looked at the Deadpool box, and they had like the first 5 for $1, so I got this for $1. And I think nowadays this comic goes for like 20 bucks, 25 maybe, I don't know, depending on the condition. So I'm glad I got it for $1. So now it's worth a hell of a lot more. It's graded, and it's signed by artist Ed McGuinness. The thing is, Ed McGuinness' art is the reason why I liked Deadpool. That's the reason why, as like when I was like a teenager, I'd buy Deadpool comics, because he made Deadpool look cool. Like, he looks all stocky and like muscular. So that's what drew Deadpool to me. Like, I don't know. So it was awesome to meet Ed McGuinness, to shake his hand, and to get him to sign. He actually signed the first 9, because I have the first 9 issues. So I got him to sign the first 9 because he drew the first 9. So all the issues that Ed McGuinness drew at Deadpool, I got them signed by him. But this was the only one I got graded. So I want to show you that. I found one GameCube game at the thrift. It was actually a game that I was actually, you know, I actually wanted for the GameCube. And that is the Ninja Turtles Mutant Massacre Part 3. I didn't know, but it's actually 2 discs. It comes complete. It's practically mint, man. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I want Part 2. I have Part 1. I don't have Part 2. But Part 3, you can unlock Turtles in Time, which is cool, because with the GameCube you can have 4 players play instead of Super Nintendo where you just can have 2. So I'm glad I found this. I don't know how much this game goes for. Maybe like 15 bucks at least. So now I'm on the hunt for Part 2, because in Part 2 you can unlock Ninja Turtles the arcade game. So I'm happy I found it, and this is in awesome condition. It's like mint. I got one game on eBay. Well, I bought the box on eBay. I found the game at a thrift years ago. That's Phantasy Star 4. So I got, you know, in the cardboard box. I have all the Phantasy Stars except for 2 and 3. I found Part 1 for the Sega Masters like back in 2009 at a thrift store for like 99 cents complete. So I'm still trying to get Part 2 and 3. I have Phantasy Star Online. I have Phantasy Star Online like Plus for GameCube or something. So now I got 4. Boris. I remember Boris. He used to draw a lot of like X-Men cards back in the day. So it's cool to have that box. Now, I found a lot of Genesis games at the thrift today. Like, I wasn't even gonna go to the thrift, but my boy, he needed a haircut, and he didn't have a ride, and the haircut place is by the thrift that I go to. And so I told him, alright man, I'll drop you off, and then I'll go to the thrift really quick, and I'll come and get you after. So dropped him off. I went inside the thrift. First thing I saw was tons of boxed complete Genesis games. They were all boxed. They were practically mint. I bought half of them, and the other half I left because I already had. I actually filmed it. I'm gonna show it in my. The next video I'll upload will probably be my thrift trip, but I'll show what exactly where I found them all in the thrift. So like games that I left there was like Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 3, X-Men 2, Dinosaurs for Hire, Global Gladiators. I didn't buy those because I already had them. So I pretty much bought the ones that I didn't have, and then I bought two that I did that I knew I could resell to make up for what I paid for. So I pretty much paid $30 for all. These were $2.99 each. So first one is Marsupilami. They still have the tags on them. I gotta take off the tags, but they're $2.99. They're all complete. The games seem like they've never been played. The box is kind of beat up for this. The box got crushed for Gargoyles. I actually heard this is a good game. I've never played it, but I've been meaning to play it. I remember this cartoon when I was a kid, so. But the box is pretty poor condition. So those were the only two cardboard boxes that I bought. The rest are all hard. Eternal Champions. I've been wanting that. I used to have it, and then I don't know what happened to it. Something happened. I found Predator 2, which I used to own. I found the one I used to own. I found at a thrift in Idaho. But I traded this to somebody on YouTube for Super Dodgeball for the NES. But I found it again, and this time this one is mint. I think this one even has like a better manual. The game, look at this game. I swear this game has never been touched, dude. This probably has never even fucked the Genesis before. So this game I wanted for a while. I don't even know if it's good, but I wanted it because I like the toy in the cartoon back in the day. So it's Mighty Max. I found Out of This World. I have this for Super Nintendo. I've never seen. I didn't even know Genesis had a version of it. Super Street Fighter 2, which is cool. I did not have Super Street Fighter for the Genesis. And the last two, I'll just show you straight up. I found Battletoads boxed and complete, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist boxed and complete. So I already own these two. As a matter of fact, check it out. So I got two copies. I'm definitely keeping the better copy. Actually, the copy I own didn't have a manual, so I'm keeping the manual for Battletoads, and I'm going to sell the other one. And then my other copy of Hyperstone Heist, pretty much, my copy was in awesome condition, and the one I bought was in mint condition, so I don't know. I'm just keeping the one with the tab. So I'm going to sell the other one off. Now, the one that I originally had, I found that at a bookstore, a used bookstore, for $2. I still have the tag on it. And then this time I found it for $2.99, which doesn't matter. Because I could easily sell this for, like, I don't know. I don't know how much it goes for. Maybe, I could probably sell it for, like, 30, 40 bucks maybe. So, yep, I got me those Genesis games. And then what's funny is that, once again, I go to the thrift, I see those games, and I'm like, when I see them, dude, like, I'm like a kid at a candy store, dude. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, damn, fuck. Box Genesis games. So, like, the thing is, they were behind the counter, so I have to ask the lady at the register if I could see them, you know what I'm saying? So she has to go under and grab them, and Turtles Hyperstone Heist was all the way at the bottom. Luckily, I saw it. I didn't see it at first, but it was all the way at the bottom. I got it. So I had like a couple of games, and I was kind of like hoarding them, you know what I'm saying? I trying to ask the lady to give me the rest. But as I'm like hoarding them and stuff, some dude comes up. Dude looked like he was like my age, and there's like a bin of like cartridges, like Genesis and N64 games, the sports titles, and he was looking through them, and he kind of saw that I found these games. Dude, he looked blown, dude. He was like, damn, fuck, this guy got it first. If I didn't get there, I swear, if I didn't get there like 30 seconds, if I would have got there 30 seconds after, that guy would have been there before me. So I pretty much got all the games I wanted, all the good ones. I left all the shitty ones. I walked around. I found the Ninja Turtles GameCube game, and then I walked around to see other stuff. I didn't find it. So then I paid for the games, and as I'm walking out, that guy that was looking at me, he ended up like kind of going through the other Genesis games that I left. Like he was asking the lady to kind of see the other ones. But I left all the like dollar bin titles, man. Mortal Kombat 3 is nah, man. So I'm glad once again I was able to be there before somebody else. That motherfucker didn't deserve it. I've never seen that man in my life. Get the fuck out the thrift. And the last game I want to show you guys, I finally got me this game, man. Like, I guess this is the most valuable game in my collection now. Of course, I got a box, but even if it was loose, it'd still be the most valuable game in my collection. And I got a lot of valuable shit. But as of late, I've seen a lot of people get this game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna get this game now. People are like, yeah, I finally got it, finally got it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. But I'm gonna get it in the box. I have not seen anybody get it in the box. I've seen people just get it in the cartridge. So I finally got it in the box. And that is Little Samson. And this, I'm telling you right now, man, this is like in excellent condition, man. Like, the cartridge, man, clean as hell. Now, you guys might know Vinny Black Lodge. I'm sorry, I probably butchered his name. I think that's his YouTube name. He honestly, he's one of the first guys I saw on YouTube before I even made my YouTube channel, and I follow him because he's really knowledgeable of NES games and he's trying to go for a full NES run. He recently bought this game on eBay, and turns out I guess his was relabeled, as in like somebody ironed on some label or whatever. And it sucked because he paid a lot of money for it, and I don't know what happened in the end. He never updated on whether he got his money back or something. But he gave 3 tips as to find out if these were authentic, and sure enough, mine pretty much checks out. Mine isn't relabeled. Mine's not a reproduction. Mine's pretty much authentic as it can be. You can tell if a box is fake. This is not fake. This is a real box. It had a sticker here, which I took off. The cartridge is in awesome condition. Came with a little bag. Came with the styrofoam. The box is a little dented right there, but I don't mind, man. So, finally got me Little Samson. But from now on, what I'm going to do, which is good that, you know, Vinny Black Lodge mentioned, is that he's basically getting all the high expensive games now before they go up in price, which, yeah, so instead of me, like, what I would usually do is I would go online and just get lots of games, like a whole bundles of them, you know, and just kind of build up my collection, make it big. Not to say that my collection's full of fillers, which it really isn't. I don't really buy filler games. But I think from now on, you probably won't see as many video game pickups because right now I'm just gonna go for the really expensive ones. So I'm gonna have to save up for a longer period of time and then get all the expensive ones out the way. So then it'd be a lot easier to get the rest of the, like, you know, cheaper titles. So from now on, when you see video game pickups, more than likely I'm gonna have a lot of valuable, more expensive games in those pickups. You know, in a short time, you know. But after that, I'm just gonna, you know, continue to get whatever. So this was the deal breaker. This was the one that I, you know, ended up just getting on eBay. I think I got it for a good price. Like, I saw one go for like $1,800. I was like, fuck that. I'm not paying that. I definitely pay no $1,000 for this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I submitted my best offer. The guy accepted it, and I got it. It's awesome. I love it. And so he even sent like the protective case with it too. So, yeah, got me Little Samson. So that was it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that pickups. It was probably, I talked a lot more than what I showed from other pickups, but whatever, guys. Hopefully, I'll probably upload my thrift trip. It probably won't be as long as all my other thrift trips, but I'll show you what I picked up, especially that jacket that I pretty much will be selling for like $600, which is awesome. So, alright, guys. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching. Peace.